All right, so number 3, very similar to number 2. All right, it is requiring us to multiply. How do we know that we're multiplying? Because they're telling us that the price of gasoline in Valdosta, Georgia is $3.01. Basically, what they're saying is that's $3.01 per gallon, meaning every gallon of gas that we put into this Honda Accord is going to cost us $3.01. All right, and they want to know how much it's going to cost us. So how much money will we spend filling up our car to bring us back home? All right. So the first thing we want to do is pull the information from number 1, which was that our trip required 10 and 7/800 gallons of gas. All right. And then that gas is going to cost us $3.01 for each gallon. Again, since it's repeating, that means we're going to be multiplying. All right. First thing we want to do, count the amount of digits after the decimal. We have 2 in our first factor. The amount of digits after the decimal in our second factor is also 2. Add those together. 2 plus 2 gives you 4. This is telling us that in our answer or our product, we need to have 4 digits after the decimal. Now, after we do this, we can treat both of these numbers as if they were whole numbers. So we'll say 1,078. And we're going to use our partial products method, which means we're going to multiply with these numbers according to its place value. So we'll do 1,078 times 1. We're going to treat the 1 as if it's in the ones place, since we're treating these both of our factors as if they were whole numbers. Then we'll do 1,078 times 0. And since that 0's in the tens place, we can go ahead and make this first 0 that we added a placeholder, or serve as a placeholder, and then put that other 0 in the tens place just for consistency purposes. Then we'll do 1,078 times 300. We're going to treat the 3 as if it's in the hundreds place, and then we'll multiply. All right. So we're going to multiply with the 1 first. 1 times 8 is 8. 1 times 7 is 7. 1 times 0 is 0. And 1 times 1 is 1. All right. Anytime you multiply a number by 1, you're going to get the same number. Now, we're multiplying by 2 zeros here. It really doesn't mean anything. Anytime you multiply with the 0, you know that you're going to get 0. So we just bring down this first 0. Then 0 times 8 is 0. 0 times 7, also 0. 0 times 0 is 0. 0 times 1 is 0. All right. Now, the last one that we're going to do is 1,078 times 300. Bring both of those zeros down as if they're your placeholders. Again, this partial product strategy makes it so that you don't have to remember to use your placeholders. All right. It's already embedded into your answers when you use the partial products method and multiply by place value. Now let's multiply. 3 times 8, 24. Put your 4, regroup your 2. 3 times 7 is 21. Plus 2 gives you 23. Regroup your 2. We're done with the 7 and the 8. Now we'll do 3 times 0, which is 0. Plus the 2 that we regroup gives us 2. We're done with the 0. And then we'll do 3 times 1, which is 3. All right. And again, as we stated, these are whole numbers. So let's go ahead and add. Well, we're going to treat them as whole numbers. So let's go ahead and add 323,400. Then we have zeros. Do I need to add all of those zeros to this question? No, because adding with the 0 isn't going to change the result isn't going to change your result or your answer. 8. 7, but we will add the 1,078. All right, 0 plus 8 gives us 8. 0 plus 7 gives us 7. 4 plus 0 gives us 4. 3 plus 1 gives us 4. Nothing to add the 2 with, so bring it down. Nothing to add the 3 with, so bring it down. All right, and then we said we needed, if we go back, when we counted our place values after the decimal, we said we needed 4 place values after the decimal in our answer. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So our answer here is 32. Fix that. 32 and 4,478 10,000ths. Again, we're talking about money, so we're going to round to the nearest hundredth. Identify yourself. You are whatever place value that we're going to round to. So you are the hundredths place. Your best friend or your right-hand man is right here as the 7. All right. We don't even need the 8 because we're rounding. All right, that 8 is going to turn into a 0, actually. Now we're going to look at your best friend. When your best friend is the number 5 or a number greater than 5, your best friend is influencing you to move your number up. So since your friend is 7, your number is going to move up to 5. Everything in front of you is going to stay the same. So your trip coming back home is going to cost you a little bit more. Well, that's because the price of gas in Valdosta, Georgia is a little more expensive. So that trip is going to cost you $32.45.